In this episode, I want to share with you 4 P's. Yes, I titled it P's for you to remember it, on how you can find your purpose for life. Yes, many times young people approach me and say, Mommy, how will I find my purpose for life? And may I tell you, as a young lady, if you don't know your purpose for life, when you marry, you'll be disappointed. Yes, what did I mean? As a young lady, if you marry, yes, there will be so many activities. Children will be coming, all these things will be taking care of your children. Like you'll be a busy mom, yes. But guess what? From 5 years upwards, your children start school. You will feel lonely if you don't know your purpose for life. Yes, you will feel lonely. You will begin to think, is it all about life? Is it all about marriage? Some people go into depression because they don't know what to do with their life again. Children have started going to school. Your husband is working like only you be in that house. So as a young lady, if you notice that you don't know your purpose, or you don't know how to fix your purpose to prepare your life for what is coming in future, or you don't know how you can use this purpose you already know to be someone or to become someone, this episode is for you. All I want you to do is watch to the end, because at the end you'll be blessed. Grab your pen, grab your paper, and let's move on. If you have not yet subscribed, please don't forget to subscribe. And I want to say thank you to all our return viewers, those who share our videos, who put comments, subscribe, and all that things. May God bless you. Number one, ask yourself, what am I passionate about? Yes. You know, sometimes when we talk about finding purpose, people think like, oh, you need to go to Mount Everest, you need to go to Mount Olive, and sit down and you get your purpose. No, darling, this episode will make it so simple. I have used it to change so many lives of the young people. What are you passionate about? In life, each and every one of us are formed or equipped with different passion. Let me give you an example. For me, I am someone that can teach hours without getting tired. I'm passionate about teaching. Yes. And also, I'm someone that can write. Just give me 20 days and I will write a whole book of 250, 300 pages. Also, I am someone who is passionate about singing. Yes, I can sing till eternity. I am also someone who is passionate about teaching. So as you, as a young lady who want to marry or who is already married, ask yourself, what are those things that I am passionate about? For you, you may be passionate about cooking. Yes, I'm not saying you should be expert in cooking. Just watch to the end and you will be blessed with what we are talking about. I'm not saying you should be expert in cooking. Maybe you love cooking. You are passionate about cooking, but you are not expert. Or you are passionate about fashions, but you are not expert. So use your pen, your paper, your writing material. Ask yourself, what are the 5 things I am passionate about? 5 things I am passionate. Just write anything that comes into your mind. Write it down. If you have 10, if you have 15, if you have 20, just write it down and watch to the end and see how all these things will make sense. Number 2 way of how to find your purpose for life is ask yourself, what are those things people applaud me for, compliment me for? You know, I told you it's 4 P's. Let me give you example with myself also. Why I'm giving example with myself is for you to use it to know your own purpose. For example, anytime I went for conference or preach in the church, people always come with so many gifts. Oh, thank you. You bless my soul. This teaching is like it's for me. This is like you know me before you prepare this message. This like people compliment me for my teaching, for my preaching, for my anything like platform. Now, do you see it is lining with my first purpose about passion of speaking, teaching? Do you understand? So Ask yourself, what are those things people compliment you? Maybe you go to your auntie's house and your auntie say, oh, cook for me. I love the way you cook egusi soup, okra soup, panga soup. Cook for me. And after you finish cooking, your in-law will say, oh, who cooked this food? The visitors will say, wow. Or maybe you love baking. People will come to you and say, please, can you help me bake small cake for my child birthday? Can you help? And when they eat the cake, they will say, oh my goodness, who baked this cake? Is this cake from heaven? Like, connect it with your passion. So ask yourself, what are those things people compliment me about? Yes, every one of us has something that when you do, people compliment you about it. Yes. Look for what people compliment you. Those things people applaud you and say, wow, you are expert in doing this. I love you doing this. Check for it. Number 3 P's on how to find your purpose for life. As a young girl waiting upon God, or even as a young mother that have married, is problems. Yes. Ask yourself this question. What problems can I solve effortlessly without being paid? Like, what experience have I have in life that I can solve a problem without being paid? Let me give you an example. If you look within your community, you may find little problem. Let me use myself as an example. When I moved to diaspora, I noticed that in our church, we don't have youth, like young people program. Young people, I mean, is from 18 years to 30, 40, depend, young at heart. But because I love to teach them, I love there's something I need to impact in their life. I became the youth leader. Yes, young people leader. From then, I start to expand, reaching other young people, both men and women, and there are so many things that has come out of it. So, if you notice a problem, you can solve effortlessly without being paid. Why I say without being paid? Anytime you focus on payment, you will miss the purpose. Or perhaps, if you notice that you don't know a problem you can solve without being paid, do this thing. Volunteer for something. Yes. If your church is doing some program, activities, crusade, conference, whatever, volunteer. Look for somewhere to volunteer. Work there and see how people will talk about your service. Look within your community. Work there and see how people will talk about your service. Or perhaps some of us, people will come to us and say, oh, I know you love to talk. I am doing my birthday. Can you please be my MC for this birthday? Don't you know that talking is a purpose? Yes. Don't you know that talking is a passion? I am talking to you as my YouTube family. That is a passion. Or people may come to you and say, oh, my child is doing birthday. We want to organize just family mini birthday. Can you help us organize it? Don't you think it's a purpose? Don't you think it's a passion? Because they have known that you can solve the problem of organizing. You can help to organize events. You can help to do something to come out beautiful. My darling, that is where you can know your purpose for life. Look for problem you can solve without being paid. The last P is prayers. Yes. The Bible said in the book of Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans and purpose I have for you, declared the Lord. Yes. Just as I used to tell my young ladies, God never made a draft. Everyone that God made is for a purpose and plan. Because God never made a draft, you have to go and ask God, what is the purpose of me existing in this life? Pray, ask God to open your eyes to know why you are on this earth. Yes, because God will speak to you knowing that He made you for a purpose. So in all those things, when you gather your purpose from your passion, what you're passionate about, You look at what people compliment you about. You look at problem you can solve. You pray and ask God for direction for plans and purpose. Do you know what you need to do? You have to draw a square and ask yourself, knowing all these things, what can I do with it? Let me give you an example with myself again. Knowing that I love to teach, I love to preach, I love to organize conferences, I love to talk to young people, I love to share my ideas, impact life. Now, how will I use it to achieve a goal? I have to write down, who am I targeting? Of course, who I'm targeting is young people from the age of 18 to above, till young at heart. Why am I saying who am I targeting? If you put me to teach children, honestly, you'll be disappointed because I don't know how to teach children for them to understand. But for young people, I can teach them and they will understand. Let me give you an example with another person. Maybe in all this thing, you see that you have passion about cooking and people are complimenting you whenever you cook. And also you can cook without being tired. And also whenever you pray, God is telling you, my darling, start cooking business, start baking business. Then ask yourself this question: what kind of food can I cook very, very well? You write them down. Then you ask yourself, how will I package my cooking in order to serve my community? Then you start to think about people that do birthday, people that do wedding, people that do all these things, banza, conferences, and you ask yourself, how will I reach them? My darling, as someone who is learning to start a business, let me just say business, don't start with, oh, let me charge people. No, when I start my teaching journey, may I tell you that I have attended conference without being paid? Yes, without being paid, like conferences upon conferences without being paid. Important thing is that I want to impact life. I want people who believe in what I have. So if you notice that you are good in cooking, you can volunteer yourself free to cook for someone's birthday or to bake cake for someone. What you are doing is you are attracting people to what you know how to do. Then someone who ate your cake in someone's birthday will look for you whenever he or she is doing birthday. So ask yourself, who am I targeting? What kind of food am I good at cooking? Am I targeting to cook for burial people, for birthday people, for wedding people? And what kind of food can I cook? You can also check in YouTube to upgrade your cooking. And also you can ask yourself, how will I package my gifts? Yes, how you package your gift is very important. You all know that I'm a business person. I love things being packaged very well. Package your gift in a way that it will be irresistible for your customers. Yes, if Mr. A say, I am doing birthday, and somebody bring price, you bring price. If Mr. A look at it, you say, oh, let me go for this person. Reason because of the way you package your gift. If you don't know how to package your gifts, if you don't know how to package your program, please put it in the comments. I'll also do video about it. You know, I told you that this month is a month of thoughtful learning. We will learn a lot. Put it in the comments. I will tell you how to package your products that you can sell it. Yes, don't do whatever others are doing. Have that USP. That's what they call in business USP. Unique selling point. Have that thing that people will say, let me go back and watch Gloria Destiny Academy. Oh, let me go back and see what she has today. So don't just say something or sell something because others are selling something. Do something USP that people will like to come back to buy from you again, to watch your video again and again. So I hope this episode bless you. Please don't forget to put in the comments your takeaway, and I will also see you in another episode. God bless you.